Hey everyone, this is a short video of a trip we took to Grand Cayman Islands and Ocho Rios, Jamaica. We left Northwest Ohio on Saturday morning. My wife was adamant about making it to northern Florida by Saturday night. So she wanted to drive straight through. I got to give her credit, she did it. I asked her if she needed help driving a couple times. She said no, she was fine. We drove straight through to Florida. She wanted to be in St. Augustine Sunday morning so we could go to a church there for morning mass. One of the oldest Catholic churches in the United States. But we finally made it to St. Augustine. And from there we went to Miami. And we boarded our ship, the port of Miami there, and we got a police escort out of port. So now we're inside the ship. I filmed some stuff, not everything. That's the main bar and elevators behind. Those are all elevators. And then now on this level of the ship is all the stores. And looking down, you can see the main bar again. And no, it's not an exclusive cruise of ours. I get up super early in the morning. I'll get up like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'd walk around the ship with no people out other than the workers. This is the main dining area here. I should have panned over to the left so you could see it. It's really big. But obviously there's a couple people that are up. I talked my wife into going out with me one morning. I was getting up every morning and walking around the ship. If you're going to do a cruise, that's the best time to do it. If you want to see everything, walk around in early morning. These doors got me everywhere. I would stand there waiting for them to open. They're not automatic. You got to wave your hand over a sensor. It took me 2 days before I got used to it. One of the ice cream and yogurt machines there. This is Guy's Burger. Great burgers. If it was later in the day, this place is always packed. They have all the condiments, anything you could think of. This area here will be full, and you can put anything on your burger. I mean, peppers, pickles, cheese, I mean everything. I can't even think of all the stuff they had. This is one of the bars in the main pool area. All those blue lights you see, those are all levels with chairs all on them. This place will be packed with people. This is the main pool, and then they always have something running on the big screen. They have live music and bands and everything going on. On the other side, you can see another bar there. This is one of the, I think there's 2 restaurants that you have to kind of make reservations. More formal restaurant, we'll call it. Like I said, because it's so early, obviously they're not even open yet. So it makes it nice. You can walk through the ship itself and see everything without people being everywhere. You can see there's 2 levels to that. Now we're headed to the back of the ship. This is where the pizzeria is, which is really good. They had really good pizza, actually. And it's funny, all these places, like here, you say, I want a piece of pizza. They give you the whole pizza. You got to tell them, no, I just want a slice. I mean, if you're ever hungry on a cruise ship, you're doing something wrong, because there's food non-stop. This is the back pool. It's a smaller pool, and it's supposed to be for an adults. Obviously, if you have little kids, you got to have them there. But it's a lot more quiet than the main pool. There's another restaurant on the other side. That's kind of like a rope climb area. And so now we finally make it to the Cayman Islands. What happens is the ships can only get so close to shore. I believe that's so they don't destroy any reefs. So what they do is they send out a shuttle boat or a tender boat, and you pick times when you want to board on it, and it will take you back to port. And so we were on the way across to make it to the island here, and I realized I forgot my GoPro cameras. So everything was filmed with my phone, so I didn't do a lot of filming here, which I really like the Cayman Islands. I wish we had more time to stay here because I would have liked to film more. There's our ship right there, and you can see how far they are. And I'm guessing they're in 80 to 100 feet of water right there. They look a lot closer than they are. This is just one of the main streets. I mean, it's full of all kinds of stores. There were a lot of chickens and roosters walking around. That's a really cool mural I took a picture of. Wife with the pirate, made with the pirate woman with her breast sticking out. And here's a couple of the beers that I tried. Just kind of a cool shot there. This is the restaurant we went to where I had my beers. They were really good. I wish I could find them locally. There's our ship again. I would get up, like I told you before, I get up super early. So I was sitting out there waiting for the sun to come up so I could at least start filming something. And that's what you've seen there. Here's, now we're in Jamaica. And you can see, I kind of, nobody was up again, so I could film everything, not having people's heads and everything in the way. I just wish I had a fishing rod. Man, every time you come into port, I want to go fishing. So what my wife did is she pre-arranged for a tour. So when we got to Jamaica, and so now we're cruising around in this little bus with a bunch of people. There was like maybe 8 of us on this bus. And I'm just kind of showing a little. I didn't put all that video in here because it would go on for an hour and a half. So I just kind of picked certain clips and put them in the video so you could get an idea what Jamaica looked like. People were all super nice, and the one girl was telling us there's like areas where like the public officials and doctors and teachers and all live in like these communities, and you can't go in there unless you live there. And if you are going to visit somebody there, you got to notify, I think they said, the government 3 days in advance before they'll even let you in there. That was kind of weird, I thought. So what we're doing is we're headed to another place after we take a tour of around Jamaica, or Ocho Rios, I should say, not Jamaica. I think a lot of parts of Jamaica are not places you want to visit. This is one of the highest points in at least Ocho Rios. It's kind of a lookout area, and they have like a restaurant and a bar. Like you can see just the blue roof of that building over there to the left. That's a bar and restaurant. So we stop here for a short time, and that way you could take some pictures, and it was kind of cool. This was interesting. And as you could tell, everybody on the bus thought it was interesting too. It's the only thing I seen with like, you know, that kind of reggae, kind of brownies or marijuana or anything. I thought I'd see it everywhere, but no, you didn't. I mean, I could smell it like different places, but I didn't. They weren't selling it everywhere. You just could smell it, people smoking it. And that was kind of cool looking out over the ocean there, and that was one of the oldest churches, I guess, in Jamaica. This is a statue of, I think, Christopher Columbus. And this is a van that almost run into us. video as we traveled along. Sorry about reflections and stuff like that. I was just trying to give you an idea of what it looked like in Jamaica. So now we're on our way to another part of the tour, and that's Bamboo Beach. So we finally make it there. The water is crystal clear. This water was unbelievable. I mean, it looked like a glass of water. It was so crystal clear. My wife, while we were there, my wife got something to eat. She got like the Jamaican chicken and fish and all that. All I did is drink a couple beers. I finally had some Red Stripe beer, had their beer. This is one of the girls from Bamboo Beach. She's making a local mixed drink. And what she does is, and she was really, really sweet. She was funny. She passed it around for a couple people to shake it, and then we all got a shot to try. This was funny here. If you look, you'll see a guy, see him? He was weed eating. That's all they use there. I not once seen one lawnmower. Everybody used weed eaters, whether it be private people or the people that work for the town. Everybody used weed eaters. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's because gas prices were so high and maybe that was a little more economical than a lawnmower. I'm really not sure why. I mean, I'm sure they do have lawnmowers. I just never seen one. You can see the price per gallon of gas in Jamaica. I'm not sure what that converts to. Jamaica has their own money. There's a Red Stripe building. I thought that was kind of cool. And now we're leaving the port and headed back home. You can see how blue that water is. It was really, really cool. The water is so crystal clear and just a deep blue. It doesn't even look real. It looks like they put some kind of coloring in it. And there it is up in the distance. So we're going to be on the ocean for a full day at sea, they call it, heading home. It's kind of like a fun day. Just thought it was cool. This was cool too. There was a storm off in the distance. See it raining. I just thought that was kind of cool to film. No special reason, just thought it was cool. Cuba. No, this was, I thought this was a little weird, but off in the distance there, if you look, you can see a little bit. I'll zoom in here. That's Cuba. Thought it was kind of weird we were that close to Cuba coming home. This was cool. It almost looks like I did Photoshop on this, but that's how clear and blue the water was. And this is just a smokestack from our ship. That's the rope climbing area. And now we're headed back home. We stopped at Buc-ee's early in the morning. There was a really cool sunrise. Looked almost like the sky was on fire. Really like West Virginia. I like the Carolinas too. And we finally made it to the bridge going over the Ohio River in Cincinnati, and we're about 3.5 hours away from home, I guess. And that was pretty much our trip. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.